Ambitious as ever, I see. How very Charlian that no other gourmet cafe has spurred up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't you ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the telo, telophore, telophore, foray. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Oh, same thing? Okay, same thing I did before. Got you. What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request you to look elsewhere. Did you finish the Travanier mercenary quest? No, not yet. Okay. Now if you know Pelofori, Pelofori, Peloforoi, Peloforai, whatever. Peloforai. These enemies of peace have promised an end to all we hold dear. And wait, you're that House Lavinia girl, are you? And this woman with you is obviously a French. I hear you were zoned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric wishes. And here you were giving truth to the rumor. I will thank you to leave me be. I've not to say to the likes of you. Oh, well, I must apologize. It was foolish of me to expecting an once of civility from one so enlightened. Come on, I love Alison. Alison. Let's see if this has more. Yes, I don't believe I had the pleasure. Um, My goodness. If it isn't it is if isn't the young best level. My apologies, but I work in the office of the forum. And if you would reach it, Master Fortunate, that I was helping you. I see. We sorry to have it bother you. Oh, I think I found the person. Yeah, that's what Morin say, Lucas. Too long. And never came back. Oh my god. Lately, there's been gossip about your father zoning the pair of you. Everything alright at home? It's complicated. And I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is house level. No matter how discreet Master Fortunate may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for so long. His name is quite suggestive. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now, of all times? We have questions, and only Charlian has the answers. Tell me, Master Deacon. Deacon? Have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the final days? What? Like the end of the world? Not like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish was more I could to do to help. But maybe there is. You're a visitor to Sharkan, aren't you? Yes, I am. Then do you know your face? We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wizard. We just finished preparing a few orders. We strike up some friendly conversation while you were sitting down the food. And you might just get the answers you're looking for. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? That's the spirit. Pay attention. Now I will explain where each of these dishes needs to go. Oh, the tea sets for Shady Group sitting by the water's edge. The omelets. Oh, do I need? The omelets is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. She's sitting on an outside table with a friend of hers. Behind them, you should see Mikotit, gentleman. He ordered an oven-baked lobster. So delicious. Got all that? If you're not sure, just ask and I will explain again. Good luck. All right. Mm. The tea set. Oh, my tea set. Lovely. Thank you. That one for who? I'm sorry, I never hear of them. Mm. No, I'm good, thank you. Usually is the omelette, right? Yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of the. Oh, same old senseless warmongering? When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The farm made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. At least the oven baked lobster is mine. Ah. Ooh. Has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a glanner. They're collectors of a sort, travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Sharia. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So name it for those folk who trail after the repairs in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. By all accounts, gleaning is the most meticulous and demanding profession. If this telephone make good on their audacious tricks, then many uncatalogued rewriters could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be busying about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you see what I mean. They are carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this headache before. Not like this. Alright. I got information. We're able to get in. Yes, I did. Best source of gossip in the city. Thank you for playing a part so well. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, I got a cup of coffee. Let's enjoy a drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle. Away from the gossip and their wagging tongues. Wagging tongues. I never hear that. Wagging tongue. Oh, the sound? It's beautiful. Yes, do nicely.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian? Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been, how being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently. They must be ferrying goods to Labyrithos. A vast complex beneath the island. Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Mm.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat.
Oh.
Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrithos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Information. Aha. Those are the others we've learned about the gunners. Go on ahead and to Naumion, and I will join you in a moment. Master Deacon will want his cups back. Oh yeah, I have his cups. Okay, but now I need to do this, right? Woo! The new mount! Oh my god, that's so cool! Okay. Re-injure. Tries to be the 12. Nice stomach both losing and death. My heartfelt thanks to the and Einstein. I call him Einstein. Einstein. And to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time. Excellent. We spared us statues. Right. I'm ready to get on with it. That lasted truly working wonders. I have to do this one, right? So I did that first. Oh, okay. I thought I need to do that first and go here. Ah, they hit. The cord for it? Oh. Still. There's nothing fancy, but I've always valued function of. That was incredible. I'm dare to say not that even often not could hold a candle. In the beginning, there were the Arcasoda, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this land. Over time, they came to be joined by the other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and covered to the world over. A development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. This status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance, and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence. Given that merchants at a getaway town and free to fleece, helpless travel, and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Oh, you restarted the Taverna section. But I read that wrong. I thought I need to finish that quest first and get this one. But I gotta continue the Alice one. I finished that already. This quest line second. Gotcha. That opportunist pricing is rampant, though suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Wherever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. As story-wise, it makes more sense. Okay. Prudent and practical, we've not knocked to lose by learning more. So are we seek out killer's acquaintance? Shall we see what information we can gather here in either one? Yeah. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Okay, I'm gonna get this after, okay? So now I'm gonna continue on this one. Okay, I need to go the studio. Okay. Let them be. Otherwise I'm gonna get confused. Being for a walk and clear your head, having? Yeah, kind of. Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Glamorous. There we go. All the information we had. It makes sense. They're gonna take their requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats. But as you say, they ultimately answered to the forum. A sudden significant increase in liner traffic and in cargo. It certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. As you should observed earlier, Naumiel's archive appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Hesse and Alice learned at the last stand, we can be reasonable sure that most Charlians know nothing of the particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being prepared by the Telephoroi is wholly unlike this apocalyptic event. Moreover, the forum claims to be occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to anonymously deny Erar's request for aid. And now the Gladner's official agents of the state have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it is stretch to conclude that the Gladners' recent activities are in service to the forum's secretive end. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrithos and assess the situation for ourselves. And if we are lucky, the gunners will be far more receptive to our questions. I like books. I'm glad you approve. You won't be disappointed, I promise. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I should like to research. I may join you later. Of course, Gaia. But feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I will see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you. Raha. Raha. Let's head down to the stairs over there, and I will show you where the entrance is. Let's go to Labyrithos! Labyrithos! Ready? Labyrithos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Okay. Off we go then. Really, Alice? You're not gonna run? When you're playing from PS, you can walk. I can walk. Now you run. Try to keep up. All right. Got you, Alice. You can enable walk. We cross the bridge. Up here. It's not that zero. It's disoriented. They're not far now. Oh, the music. Here we are. Father's door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It will make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, you should keep moving. I attuned, yes. I did. I think I did. Did I? I think so. It's shining. Oh. Just in case. I did. I did. The big building. Oh, is this fence open? Oh. All right. Ooh, what is that? Say downstairs, right? Down, okay. She said. Oh, Chocobo Keeper. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission from our group descent. Right, everyone into the lift and down we go. Ooh.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, and this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation.
No.
Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Is a fabricate sun?
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing.
Oh.
But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
Wow.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh or no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Essa área é tudo subterrâneo. Yeah! Verdade, Maroni.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Get some answers. Uh-oh.
Did you call to me just now?
Uh-oh.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
A fabricated sun. Wow! Oh my god. Aaronville. You're here to help or give me more headaches? Headache. Because you don't have the look of a glanner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted, he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Okay. Let me think. The rare seeds should be item 1058. Common seeds, Snurrblaberry. This is Snurrblaberry. Discount. My head feels like it's stuffed with moko grass. One more load to take out, then carry in. Why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the corned carrots for the gear abandoning carrot? What then? Snare bullberry. Bull. Snare bullberry. Snare? Am I saying that right? What is that? Snare. Snare bullberry. Thank you, Marin. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books and ore and fauna. If needs hauling, I haul it. Pull it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrithos. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before. They just did one a few summers ago. Even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damn it, if I know the reason. Could be that they are changing the layout? Preparing for the next big expansion? Maybe. Can I fly here? I can use my mount. Oh, I cannot fly. So all this area, it's subterranean. All this map here. Wow. Any lucky Hestia? What tales did the Glanners have to tell? There are the tales. So this grand operation began without warning? And for every item they break in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else? That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right. The farm is definitely up to something. And they're turning Labyrithos upside down in the process. We'll do well to learn more of what. Specifically, the Glanners are being tasked to do. As who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Hestia, I have an idea. Oh, I got my niece! Oh, so cute! Didn't one of the Glanners you questioned it say something about escaped marmots? Yes. Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclining towards our more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Glanner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting! Alright! What is this? What is this? Is Vivi? Is that Vivi? Is Vivi? Mehmet. All of them? I didn't see the other one like that. There's one of them? Alright. Funny. Oh, there's another one here? Oh, no, this is Glanner. Okay, let's hunt. You wish to help me find the marmots? I have nothing suitable to pay you for your service, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome your assistance. The name is Erenville, friend. Specialist in the collection of live specimens. They say the capture of these negation marmots is a trial. I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. Grizzled mice. For mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitive. If you happen to catch any, stuff them into sack, gentle, of course. Gentle. The forest. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, I can fly here. I saw shadow. But I'm probably gonna need to open the entire map. There it is. Goya. Oh. Hunting troll. Got it. Got it. It's crazy. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Top. Oh, the miners. There you are. Quests. A lot of quests. There you go. How did you fare? Let's check down 3 of the pack. Okay, now you're gonna talk. It's a good thing we are able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Oh, no. Now I need to talk. This 161 Tuesday. Right, the authority in charge of Labyrithos now and in perpetuity. The same officials who have had us working day and night of late. The honorable members of the forum. Who else? Suitable for consumption and easy to braid. Those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock. I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they will be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are. Is the Glanner you mentioned it? The one who was looking for lost marbles? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are your folk, anyway? I'm Cryon of the students of Baldessio. These others are my associates. Truth to be told, oh, I click it. Wise and practical never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosure to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can offer you more for your service. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? Forum. Mm-hmm. The people do this great work some 4 days after the teleport. Later, chilling declaration. As seasonal travelers, the Glennas keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that the calendar of the event is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrithos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. True. If this plan was long in the making, they were but awaiting the right time to put into the effect. And the Telephorus declaration was what set it all in motion. Always a question. It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrithos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Achai? From there, we can reach the lower. What is... Something is happening. The mouse or my mouth. Alright, I need to tune. A tune. So I need to discover the entirely map to be able to fly, right? Then Arthur currents. So I need to. I'm gonna get a compass or something like that. Collections. Ah. Okay. Let's leave it right here because I'm gonna need it. Northwest. North. east. Right here. Okay, so one just right here. On top of that? Can I enter? Northwest. It's here somewhere? Looks like it is inside, but I cannot go in. Oh, it's on top. Oh dear. There we go. Over there. I didn't see there was a hill. Ah, I couldn't. There you go. Oh, really? There you go. South. Yeah, I'm going to south. The architecture too is similar. This building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vault served into this cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archon contains a physical history of Charlian's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. $5.15. Well, you won't learn anything of vault standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the ghost. Let's attune. Oh, look, people flying. There we go. Don't forget that servers go down in 50 minutes. Oh, true. Thank you, Maran. First, you're clearly not glamorous. May I ask for your affiliation? Focus, yes. You belong to the students of Baldesion. But is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, we are open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be in the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the organization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects in the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? Ooh. That service has also been suspended. I am afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By the time, it will be too late. We are so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for a moment, shall we? Students of Baldesia. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be answered by sway it by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. It is likely that the people in this area are involved in the recruiting in one way or another. If we are to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. The undercover job. You might take the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the airship. Even though we found. Actually have no idea what it is we found. There is no record of such a creature anywhere, but was wandering around tranquility. And so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Oddest little school. Squill. Don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we will have to take care of it until the ocean is open again. Honorary worker. Look like Tankard. What's that? Take you down on the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now I have finally found a spare moment to rest. I didn't see a glimmer fellow hitting out the gate there. Shouldering a large back, engaging in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is his doing. Alright, let's see. not going to stop. Wait, you frightened it away. Oh, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The Cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. You should help me with this one? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds. But the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green and its cry a distinctive call. Single is out and shoot it within this sleeping dart. The effects and short lived, so I will lie in wait down by riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Let's see. Oops. Oh, he's not gonna stop it? Ooh. The wrong bird. It's not green. Ah. Okay.
Fair shot.
No, it's not the first shot.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations?
Mm-mm. I helped.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill.
Yeah.
I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrithos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing?
Ah.
If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrithos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you'd do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Uh-oh. Let's climb.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Uh-oh. Let's see, what is it? Fall quests? 184 is not that far. Down, maybe? Oh. Okay. Forget it. Oh, there's Dummy! Dummy. What a nice bowl. This must be the entrance to the mine shaft. This faint, but I hear something moving, I think. Creatures hummed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slavering this aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Ew. Getting underway. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the turn ahead, though it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again to the other end of the tunnel. There is no compass here? Ooh. Oh, look that! That's my hunting. Oh, I'm glad I take the hunting. How many I need? This one. I should use this guy. I think there is a thing here. Southwest. Maybe another path. Look at me. Searching. I think is this the other current is this way. East. Aha! I knew it. I knew it! There you are. There you are, guys. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of the consequence, at least. And as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Aaronsville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration. Then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. And see what we see. Hey, level 81. Oh, I like the music. So beautiful. Aha! Now I know where we are. This is Muriel Agronomics. Labyrithos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allow us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in forage lands. And is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrithos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable sources might make it to the Agora. Agora! Food so exotic, you'd be hard pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name on a list of nutritional benefits scribble on a card. I see no glamorous hereabouts. Yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. It is possible they know something of the forum's plans and their underlying motivation. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? Sure. See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about for useful food. Alright. Jibiki. Oh, hello there. We are expecting visitors, not with the use of the lifting being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? The mining shaft, do you say? Well, you're a much harder soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I reward such tendency with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the farm has us feeling order lists a mile along. Massive detailed requests, literal one gonloads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around the old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we already thro- thoroughly researched. Passing strange, huh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurance that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. True. Nothing plus nothing. Do I have out to be taken down below? More than I can carry, and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via cargo lift, but some has been earned make it for aerial transport. Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. God's hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. What type of information is that? What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow. And the condition. I don't see the sun. Can I see the sun? Nothing short of. Oh, there's the little ones. Oh shit. It was to make habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chili peaks in the north give way to a swath of temperate plain, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is never contest, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvus before the Imperials renamed it Locus Aemon. The Pharaohs saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment. One whose climate we strove to recreate within the confines of confines. It since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, flower.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair.
Ooh.
Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Oh.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings. Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Arcane? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
He's so right.
It might be best
though.
if you came along as well. In fact,
So
we should
point.
all... Crier?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him. Almost. I can almost reach you.
Oh gosh, so many things to do. Is Friar still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. Erzu was headed westwards along the path outside the Archer. Go. We can still catch him. Oh, another hunt! Yeah! Oh. There they are. Hold a moment, I have an idea. If memory serves, the colossal wall-like structure is logistically better. One of the labyrinth's climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, which one could access to upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Aaronsville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as well. No calently stroll past. Yeah, we shall have to remain hunters. The only Garen and his vanished spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Give up my little toes. God! Ah, ha! Unaccustomed to transfiguration? We're not. It will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up whichever Aaronville. Should you feel the magic tricks fading, return to me, and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me? In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of it. Which reminds me, where the creature's hereabouts in the form you are essentially defenseless. If you move too far, oh wait, picture map and transfiguration on it. Okay, I got you. Wow, it's in pink. I thought it was gonna be the end of the path. Ah, okay. They follow the path. All right, that is a circle. Understand that the telling in his own. Cross the bridge. There you go. There you go.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge.
On the 1
I
minute.
can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now, but unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be
A fair
conveyed
point.
to the forum.
Bye. Ah! Ah!
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Oh.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing.
Ah.
And don't try to fool an expert.
Funny. I don't know what time going maintenance. Because it's 9 already here. Now shutting down the service for all words. Alright guys. It will happen anytime now, so best to look out. That's true. That's true. Alright. Thank you so much. Anytime. Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And yeah, giveaway, you are already on the list, Maroni. You're right there. So it's gonna be if I reach 500 followers, or when I end up the Endwalker, end up the Masonry quest. So that's just when it's gonna happen. If I reach 500 followers before I'm on the Masonry quest, I will throw the giveaway with a cosplay, of course. Of course, it's gonna involve a cosplay. So, all right, I'm gonna log off. I really appreciate it. It was fun to be back on stream. I'm making a stream tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. Keep you guys posted on Discord. Oh, this one. Oops. Discord here.
Let's go talk over Discord and check Jana's extra pictures.
There you go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Have a good night. Love you all. Kisses.
Check Jana's cosplays reveals, fun clips and replays over YouTube.
Over YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube too. All right, guys. Have a good night. Love you all. Bye. Boa noite.